Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, DCSPO 292. I got a question for you. When I say get to know your belt, what comes to mind? Most people would think I'm talking about a belt for your clothes, a designer belt or dress belt, or a leather belt to wear with your uniform. Well, the belt that I'm talking about today is your actual utility belt, or your belt for your everyday use as a special police officer or a police officer. So you're saying to yourself, well, John, what difference does it make getting to know my belt? I'm glad you asked. So it's very important. It's like being prepared for your tour of duty or to perform your job. Could you perform your job if you were half asleep? Could you be at your best if you were not feeling good? Well, knowing your belt is the equivalent of being well rested and being healthy. Well, how so? Well, your belt is going to help you be 100%, and it's going to prepare you for whatever you may encounter during the performance of your duty or while you are on tour of duty for wherever you are patrolling or whether you may be assigned to work. Take the time to arrange your belt and get familiar with your belt and everything that's on it. I'm going to actually do a separate video from this so you can see what I'm talking about. You can visualize it, but I think if I give you the visual tool, you can understand what I'm saying better. But getting back, you should arrange your belt according to what's comfortable for you. If you're right-handed, you want to put your holster on the right side. If you're left-handed, you definitely want to put your holster on the left side. This is just a suggestion, and this is what I did in the course of me wearing my duty belt. I always carried two set of handcuffs. The reason why, you never know if you have to effect an arrest dealing with more than one person. Okay? Also, what's important is if you're carrying a baton, of course, make sure that you have training with it. If you're going to carry a mace, please make sure that you're carrying the mace that is legally allowed for you to carry. Even though you're in law enforcement, you still want to carry what is in regulations of the state that you work in. The baton and the mace are considered non-lethal. Non-lethal means it's effective, but without the repercussions of, in most cases, resulting from death if you have to use it. Okay? And always be prepared. Have yourself a good old handy flashlight. The flashlight does come in handy because you will not always work in the daytime. So if you work an evening shift or evening post, a night shift or overnight shift for overnight post, that flashlight will come in handy. If you have to conduct a patrol in a not so well-lit area, it will definitely come in handy. So remember that. Now, again, this is just a suggestion. For the handcuffs, you put one on the right side of your belt and the second one on the left side of your belt. For your mace, you put it on the right side, right behind your gun. But again, know your belt so you won't reach for your gun thinking it's the mace or vice versa. You could take your flashlight and you could put it on your left side. Now, in some cases, doing security and law enforcement, of course, you have a radio, and depending on what's comfortable with you, if you're more comfortable with the left, put it on the left. You're more comfortable with the right, put it on your right. And most importantly, always have your trusty pen, and we're going to make believe this is a pad. This comes in handy. This is a more important tool so that you can always note an incident or something that you may want to recall at a later date. If you're patrolling and you see a car and it's abandoned, you can write down the color of the car, the make, the model, the date, the time. You might have to recall, or it could be a stolen vehicle unbeknownst to you, but see, if you write it down on your pad and you're detailed, you'll be good to go. So again, I really, this is me just sharing my experience with you about being familiar with your belt. I hope it was helpful. Of course, if you liked it, share. Want to leave a comment? You want to just make a suggestion? Leave it in the description below. So until I talk to you again, you guys take care of yourself.